We'll call the special call meeting of the DeSoto County Board of Education to order, please. And first item of business on the agenda is pledge of allegiance to the flag. Ms. Riley, would you please?
Stand, please, remove your hats. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ms. Riley.
Mr. President, I would like to point out as we begin the meeting that we have got two people who are joining us on speakerphone. We have Ms. Michelle Henley, board member District 2, and we have School Board Attorney Jim Keith, who is joining us also.
Okay. Those who are joining us by speakerphone for this meeting. Next item of business is to approve the agenda for this special call meeting. Any changes, additions, or deletions to the meeting that you have before you? Not your recommendation, Mr. Russell, for approval.
Mr. President, I recommend to the board to approve the agenda.
Okay, based on the superintendent's recommendation to approve the special call meeting today, do we have that in the form of a motion?
I make that motion.
Motion having been made, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and second having been made. All those in approval? Aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. The agenda is approved that you have before. Okay, next item of business on the agenda, under new business, item A, issues related to emergency closing. Mr. Usleton.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yesterday, Governor Tate Reeves issued a declaration of emergency, state of emergency for the state of Mississippi. And as a result, we will not have students in attendance this week through at least March the 20th. We'll make a determination later in the week as far as moving forward. But at this time, though, we need to consider our employees. We want to make sure that our employees are taken care of regarding payroll. And so I am going to ask Mr. Alexander to make a presentation to you this time.
As mentioned, via the declaration of state of emergency from Governor Tate Reeves to combat the spread of coronavirus, we're requesting the Board of Education to approve all personnel that are employed less than 230 days for the fiscal year not to report to work during the week of March 16th through March 20th. The employees will receive 5 days of administrative leave with pay. This is set forth in Board Policy ALC, Authority for Emergency Postings.
And so just to explain a little further for our board members, we want to make sure that we're able to keep our central services office open so that we can have any type of parent contact. If parents need to contact us about any issues, they can do that here. But also at the same time, we want to make sure that our schools are operational too, because there could be situations come up where parents need to get in touch with the schools. And so our essential personnel that's there all year, just like in the summertime, they will be at the schools the entire week, and we'll be here at Central Services also.
Okay. Any questions, comments of any board member on anything that the superintendent has brought forward?
Mr. Keith, do you have any comments to make?
Yes, I do. Yeah, let me make a couple of comments. First of all, I think everybody realizes we are indeed in a very, very unique time. There's really no playbook on how this thing is going to play out. We are just going to take it one week at a time. And of course, with the direction from the governor, we do expect the governor will be coming out with maybe further today or tomorrow, and to give us some further guidance. One of the things that's important in all this is that while you are granting additional administrative leave to these employees, they are subject to being on call at any time because this is such a fluid situation. We don't really know exactly how all this is going to play out. We hope that obviously we get our kids back in school, either physically in school or through some other means of continuing education. We just don't know that at this point in time because we don't know how long this thing's going to last. And so, yeah, this is one of the times when the communities have to come together. We have to see our way through this. So by passing what you just did, that will enable our employees to be compensated this week while we get through this time, and then we'll determine after toward the end of the week what we go from here.
Thank you, Mr. Keith.
Thank you, Mr. Keith, for that information. It is uncharted territory, to say the least. But we certainly, the board, would like to extend its deep appreciation to the staff here that has worked diligently to get us to this moment. You've done a great job. The administration has done a great job.
On behalf of our administration, I want to say thank you. I want to thank the board for their support. Also thank our community for their support over the last few days. It's been a very difficult time as far as making the decisions that the community needs to know. And one reason why is because this is uncharted territory. I mean, when we would contact officials in Jackson, they would give us the best available information that they had at that time. But because we've never been in a pandemic situation from the state level, it was every hour there was new information that was emerging. And I think that's one reason that you would see that school districts in Mississippi, a lot of the school districts were taking a day or two at the beginning of this upcoming week. And the reason being is to give us more time to find out if the students actually be coming back. And so I want to thank the board for their support, but also thank the community. I'm a parent of 2 children in our school district myself, and I have the same concerns that everybody has, but we just had to be very careful and be very patient with the decisions that we make, just to make sure we're making those that are in the best interest of our students, our employees, and that we're keeping our student and employee safety as the paramount issue.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Mr. Alston. This is, like you said, uncharted territory. You didn't go to school for this in leadership. You didn't have this. We didn't either. We know it's been a strain on you physically and mentally. And we just appreciate your hard work and your leadership and dedication to the St. County schools.
Thank you, Sean.
You deserve everybody's congratulations too.
You certainly do. And this administrative staff here.
Yes.
In this office.
We've got a great team, great team.
Great team, great team. The students in DeSoto County are in good hands with
Yes.
This district, the best in the state, frankly. We appreciate each of you being here. We appreciate your concern.
Mr. Chairman.
We have to have a vote on what he recommended.
Okay. Well,
We have to
I've
prove it.
got to get with the program.
That's right.
Based on, the superintendent's recommendations, before you, Mr. Alexander's presentation, do we have a motion to that effect, please?
I make that motion.
All right, motion having been made, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and second having been made, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Nay, ayes have it. Motion is approved, as presented to you. Okay, that concludes the business item on this agenda that you have before you. There's nothing else to come before the board. Need a motion and a second to adjourn until March the 19th, 2020 for our regular scheduled recess meeting at 10 a.m. in this room. Do we have a motion to that effect?
Make the motion, we adjourn to the 19th at 10 o'clock.
Right, motion having been made for adjournment to to the 19th at 10 o'clock in this room. Do we have a second to that?
Second.
Motion and second having been made. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. The board is adjourned until March the 19th, 2020 at 10 a.m. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.